Collective. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so as we dive into this message, I'm just going to first and foremost say as a disclaimer, okay? This is a very specific intuitive download that I am receiving. If this is not your message, please do not try to make it fit. This is going to resonate with whoever it resonates with, okay? And if it doesn't resonate with you, like I said, do not try and make the story fit. Okay, so we're going to hop right into the reading. This is Earth Angel 111. And yeah, I just want to give that strong disclaimer as I start. If it does not fit, do not make it your story. Okay? And with that being said, we are going to hop into this message. Because for some of you, you know that you were adopted, or maybe this is something that was literally held back from you for most of your childhood. It could have been upon you discovering as an adult certain things didn't match up. Maybe there was insufficient paperwork. Your last name is different from the rest of your family. However this resonates, you're going to know if it's your message. And all I'm saying is if it's not your message, do not make it fit. Okay? Woo! First message out. It says, get ready. A huge surprise is on the way to now. You've been tired of waiting. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, you could have known this. Maybe you've had some type of thing happen in your life where you knew, okay? Like I said, there could have been something in specific that happened to you that you knew that things didn't match up. It could be your physical appearance isn't the same as the rest of your family. For others of you, it could have been not the same last name. Maybe when you were a kid as well, it's something that's easy to pass off. But as you get older, you could have questioned your family on this. I feel like for some of you, if you found this reading today and it's resonating or it's going to resonate, you could have had a ancestor or someone in your family that passed over. And this is the person who has guided to let you know or wants you to know the truth. Because maybe they didn't have the courage to tell you while they were among this earth. Or others of you, this is someone that you may not have known as an ancestor, okay? So someone higher up in your lineage, like a great-great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather, someone who you may not even be aware of wants you to know the truth. Because if you found this message, for some of you, you could be wondering these things and maybe your whole family is still trying to hide it from you, okay? So get ready. A huge surprise is on the way for you now from Divine. And a lot of you, this is discovering your true lineage, okay? Definitely going to be figuring out the truth as to who you are. It's going to be a huge surprise too, because for some of you, you may have a whole other family out there that wants to connect with you and you don't even know this. 333 on the reading. There we go. And we're at 3 minutes and almost 33 seconds. Damn. So for some of you, like I said, maybe you were born and raised thinking your mother was your real mother or your father was your real father, however it resonates, and you could have had actually someone adopt you. So someone's realizing now it was a bad investment to lie to you your entire life. People love your attention to small details. So with this coming out, these first two cards, okay, we're going to take those. Wow. And their karma is to watch you overcome. Okay. So someone tried really hard to hide who you truly were. I feel like you guys as well were the son or the daughter of someone amazing. Okay, and people could have tried to really hide this from you your entire life. Like I said, because quite a few people are just joining in, please do not make it fit if it's not your story. Find another reading. But yeah, it could have been a family secret. This could have been something that your entire family knew. There could have been some type of money hidden around it. For others of you, it could have just been that there could have been a backstory as to how you came to be that they were trying to hide, right? So for some of you, if your mother isn't truly your mother, maybe your mother had you super young and they put you up for adoption and they did not want to tell you the truth on that. For others of you, if this is a father, your father couldn't have been not a part of your life. Okay, so you could have had someone that acted as a father to you or a mother, however it resonates, and they thought it was a good investment at the time because they thought it was for your best interest, right? But as you got older, people are starting to realize that was a bad investment on their part. And for others of you, you could have actual investments. People have tried to hide this from you your entire life. Okay, that won't be for everyone, but for some of you, definitely. So your family loves your attention to small details or people around you. I feel like you could have heard or seen conversations or witnessed things when you were a child that people thought you would block out forever. For example, if you grew up believing you had a different parent, that other real parent of yours could have come around and been based as a family friend. Okay, or a cousin, a distant cousin, or something like this. And for some of you, it's like this person was actually your biological parent, and this was hidden from you. Now people are realizing it's bad investments because there are certain things about your childhood that maybe resurfaced as you got older and you started to remember. Okay, so if this resonates with you, I feel like whoever you are, you actually met your biological parent when you were younger and someone tried to hide that from you. They could have really tried to make you forget it in your memory as well. What is that? Memory blocking, right? Where they try to make you not remember certain things about your childhood based on other trauma. For some of you, you experienced major trauma in your childhood to make you not remember. And if you're someone who's been working on healing your traumas as an adult, for example, going to counseling, okay, or separating yourself from family members that no longer resonate or people that you know kept truths from you, Spirit is guiding you to see these things, okay? And if you found this reading and you genuinely resonated with it, this is someone's confirmation. You could have a grandmother that tried really hard to tell your parent that you grew up with to tell you the truth. And they could have just refused to, okay? Now they're realizing it's a bad investment. And I feel like whoever this is, there is someone in your family that is urging this person to tell you the truth. And they could still be deciding not to. For some of you, like their karma is to watch you overcome their lies and their betrayals. And to figure out the truth of who you are. And if that's the case for you, you're going to genuinely... your good karma is going to be reunited with your genuine birth family or your adoptive parent. Like you're going to meet your genuine biological parent. Okay. And for some of you, this person's passed. So my condolences if that is the case. Whoa. Okay. So for some of you, if your biological parent is passed, they're the reason that you know. It's like this person from the other side has somehow touched your spirit. Some of you could have actually found tarot years ago or even more recently because of this other person, because they wanted you to be guided to this message right now. This is unlike any other message I've ever given, but it's clear as day for someone. You were meant to know the truth of your true lineage. Like some of you could have been raised believing you were a specific nationality, or you were raised in a specific country or city or town, or your last name was a certain name. And it's actually been hidden. Like that's not the documented proof when you were born. You were either registered in a different town or city or state or country. And for others of you, your last name is completely different. Okay, so if you have found this message, Spirit wants you to stay positive at this moment in time. Whoa. There's a well-known brand or company that wants to work with you. So some of you guys, you may be working with some type of adoption company, DNA company, something like this. It's going to start by you reaching out and telling them your story. Because if that's the case, it's like you were genuinely meant to discover this truth about yourself. And you're not only going to help change your outcome, your scenario, find out your truths, but you're going to be able to do this for other people as well. Right? I mean, think about it. There's quite a few people, if you click this message, you resonate, that don't know the truth. This could have started by you doing some type of birth record search. For others of you, like I said, you could have a completely different last name than everyone else in your family. So if that's the case, that could be how you originally started to figure out that something didn't add up. Okay, so yeah, there's a well-known company or brand that wants to work with you. For some of you guys, I'm hearing Ancestry, DNA, something like this, okay? Something about your story as well. This could also be a newspaper, radio station. So yeah, whoever tried to keep you, these secrets hidden, keep you in the dark about your truth, their karma is going to be to watch you figure out the truth. A lot of you, I swore it just said took out a bank loan in your name. So for some of you, this person could have genuinely just changed your name because they didn't want you to know that you are owed something from this other parent, or that you are meant to be in success with this other parent or family member. Jealous masculine. So for some of you, this was a father who could have lied to you about who your true mother was. Or this could have been a step-parent who lied to you about who your true parent was. For example, you could have been raised to think your father was different from your biological father or your mother. Take it how it resonates. And yeah, if this isn't your message, please do not make it fit, because it's very specific for someone who's going to resonate with it. So it says misuse your trust for their own personal gain. Someone in your family was jealous of who you were meant to be, so they tried to take it away from you. Okay, they tried to make you believe you were just a regular person, when in reality, you could be someone who's very special. You could be a celebrity's child. You could be a political person's child. You could be a great leader's child, okay? Some of you guys were actually saved from some type of like war or third world country, okay? You could have been actually placed into an adoptive family altogether as well. For some of you, like if you found this message, this is your confirmation. Like you could have 2 adopted family members as well, 2 adopted parents. If this is your message, some of you could have been adopted along with another sibling, okay? That won't be for everyone, but for some of you. You and a sibling could have been adopted together by a specific parent or family member. Okay, so we're going to get some messages. Someone who doesn't believe in a higher power. This is the person who betrayed you, lied to you. They didn't think that you'd ever be divinely guided to figure out the truth, right? They thought if they caused enough illusions in your life or difficult times or struggles, you would never even question who you truly were. But I feel like for some of you, if this parent who's biological to you no longer is living or among us, or you could have lost the parent who adopted you, okay? It's someone in the mix who's passed over, wanted you to figure out this truth. And that's why this message is here and has found you. And genuinely, it's like someone who doesn't believe in a higher power is the person that tried to keep you stuck without knowing, right? Sending you constant distractions. Okay, so for example, you could be someone who never has savings. You're constantly living paycheck to paycheck. This person could have not helped you go to school or become financially abundant. This was all done on purpose. Some of you guys are meant to be so successful. And this person could have kept you in poverty or kept you questioning. Were you in the right career field? Things that weren't meant to be trouble in your life. Okay, for some of you, this person gaslit you, confused you from a child onwards. So for example, like if you are a certain height, for example, I'm hearing you could be very tall or very short, and your family members could be very short or very tall, opposite, right? So if you're super tall and both your parents aren't any higher than 5'5", and you're like 6'5", one of those people is not your parent, and this is your confirmation. Maybe you always question that. For others of you, it could be the opposite. Both your parents are super tall and you're super short. Okay, there's just something about your appearance, your last name, or something that doesn't add up. I feel like for some of you, this person could have tried really hard to forge some type of documents to hide some type of truth, but this has all been exposed. And so like this is where it comes in, like the FBI, CIA, they know, okay, maybe for years this person did a really good job at like hiding who you were, but things have totally changed now. Okay, there's some type of medical records or something that has alerted them that this doesn't match up. Okay, and for others of you, it's like this person could have fully changed your name. Okay, and however this resonates, this person doesn't believe in a higher power, so they never thought you'd figure out the truth. And maybe this person's still gaslighting you. They don't want you to know the truth. Because then that would mean they'd have to admit that they were wrong in what they did. So wow, outside your house, jealous feminine. For some of you, this could have been someone who adopted you that was a mother to you, or your actual mother could have hid that from you as well. But yeah, you're going to know who this is because this person doesn't believe in a higher power. They don't believe in telling the truth. This person believes in like ego. They believe in trying to keep people in an illusion. So Spirit's saying to trust the rocky waters right now. There's always uphill before smooth sailing. Upheaval. Your spirit guides say trust the process, y'all. So if you click this message, okay, this won't be for everyone, but for some of you, you're about to uncover some type of true lineage. You could be asking to do a DNA test with someone. For others of you, you're being told to just go ahead and do one. If you need to figure out the truth or you have any suspicions and people are holding back truth from you, it's time to do a DNA test. For others of you, you have siblings in common, okay? So do a DNA test with them and you're going to figure out some type of truth. Aww. So better days are coming in. Get readier, but life is about to change. Some of you, it's like this parent could still be living, okay? And maybe you don't know about them. They could want to welcome you in, like welcome arms into the family. And this could be where there's better days ahead. Whenever you have recently felt lack, Divine's working on a plan for you. So your family could have really excluded you growing up from the holidays, special events, things like this. It was all done on purpose because I feel like for some of you, your entire lineage could know but you, right? It was just a big kept family secret. Maybe this person had a one-night stand with your parent. For others of you, this person could have refused to be in your life. So maybe the parent could have thought it was done best. Okay, so that won't be for everyone, but for some of you, it's like your parent could have thought that they were doing the right thing by doing this to you, okay? But yeah, wow. Like I said, it's like someone in your spirit guides is the reason that you're figuring out this truth. An unexpected blessing is soon headed your way. Divine has noticed your hard work and continued dedication on your path forward. So some of you guys, like this person could have really tried to shut down your efforts to look up into it. But Divine saying the fact that you haven't stopped doing your research, you're trying to figure it out. I feel like there was a major distraction thrown on your path when you questioned it. So for example, some of you could have just randomly lost your job. For others of you, you could have all of a sudden had to relocate, or you could have just felt like your finances were depleting. This was all done on purpose to distract you from figuring out the truth. For some of you, this was done intentionally. Like even the government could have signed off on forged documents, okay? That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, like there was an illegal name change done or place of residence. It's all been hidden. Wow. Look what's right here. Do you see what fell? This family member will need your help after betraying you. This is a really heavy message. So like I said, if it's not your message, please do not make it fit. But if it does, there's someone who could have lied to you that's going to need your help after you figure out this truth. So for example, if they're hiding a real family member from you and you discover this, right, you may want to turn your back on this person. And this person is going to need your help in some type of way after doing so. This could have been a feminine. So this could either be a mother, a grandmother, a sister, sibling. Someone knows the truth and they try to hide it from you. Hard to read you. So wow. Okay, so this person, the reason that they keep holding back the secret is because they feel like it's really hard to read how you're going to respond to it. Okay, so it's like they want to tell you the truth, but they also really don't want you to react the wrong way. But for a lot of you, if you're guided to this message, okay, so for some of you, this person's excuse is going to be that they feel overprotective over you. So this is why they never told you the truth. I just feel like you could have a parent, a mother or father out there still living right now, but you grew up believing someone else was your father or mother. And also too, maybe this parent said it like that was their story, okay? So that you were even further to never think it was your story, okay? Like, so for some of you, your mother or father could have said, yeah, I didn't figure out till I was 18 who my real parent was. This was them hiding the fact that they did that to you. And when they said 18, it's because you guys were meant to inherit something and you never did. Okay? Some of you guys are meant to receive something from either this person passing, or this person could be someone very successful who has investments. So yeah, this person's feeling very protective over you. If this is a mother, they could have really had like a one-night stand with someone, so they felt like they did not want to bring that person into your life. I feel like it could have been a difficult situation as well, that maybe one of the parents, like that, if you have a biological parent that you're figuring out isn't in your life, it could be as well that they didn't want to accept you as a child. So your parent could have felt like they were protecting you in a sense as well. And for others of you, your family, this won't be for everyone. Some of you could have been adopted by both parents because your family passed in a tragic accident. And so that's where you were meant to figure it out when you were an adult, and then they decided just to not tell you. Okay, but there's some similarities you have with this parent who's either not here or not in your life, that it's becoming even more difficult to hide or to deceive you, okay? So for example, some of you guys could have a specific thing about your appearance. Like I said about the height thing. For others of you, this could be a skill, okay? Or just genuine interests. For others of you, this could be to do with even if you have like depression, anxiety, and the rest of your family doesn't, right? There's something in specific that you have, the rest of your family doesn't. Okay, but this actual biological parent of yours does, and they thought it best to hide it from you. For others of you, this was a one-night stand. This could have been with a star, a celebrity even. They thought it was best to hide it from you, and they didn't know how you were going to react. Okay, and maybe too as well, if you're someone who's in your 30s, 40s, 20s, however, your parent could feel like it's almost so far gone, they don't want to tell you, and you resent them for the remainder of your life. That's a huge message here. They're feeling really protective because if it's been 40 or 50 years even for some of you, I'm hearing you could be in your early 40s, this person feels like it's so far past, if they tell you the truth now, you'll never talk to them again. Okay? And so for a lot of you, if that's the case, this person's feeling very protective over you, over your relationship. And they feel like too, if you're on the route or on the path to figuring out some type of truth, they're just try and keep a read on you, okay? So this person could be trying to intentionally throw you off. Like I said, they could try to be calling you overreactive, delusional, whatever this could be, something to try and hide the fact that you are uncovering some type of truth. So wow, they are too smooth with their words, and we've got Essex. For some of you, you could either be from the United Kingdom, and this is your message. And for others of you, you could have a biological parent in the United Kingdom, and this is your message. Take it how it resonates, okay? Or if they're not from there, they could be living there currently. Or you could have been originally born there. That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, that's someone's message. Essex. So yeah, this person was too smooth with their words, okay? They really tried to keep you not knowing about this family secret your entire life. And maybe now it's like, if you found this reading, like Spirit wanted you to know the truth, or you're on the way to discovering your truth. It could have started out with you finding a news article. You could have saw a connection or something in the way that you saw maybe a movie, a TV show, a news article, something, and you realized your childhood was eerily similar to this person's story about how you didn't know much about your family history. Maybe you don't have your original records, your documentations. For others of you, you could have continuously had those things taken from you or misplaced, right? So like your parents could have said they didn't know where it was, a specific parent. For others of you, they always knew where it was, but they're hiding it because they don't want you to figure out the truth. And I feel like some age between 10 to 15, you could have figured this out. And that's when this parent tried to do their damage recovery, right? Too smooth with their words, okay? So for some of you guys, yeah, like your parent could have said, oh, I didn't know my biological mother till I was 20. And reality, this could be someone actually doing this to you. Whatever the story they fabricated about their own childhood growing up, Spirit wants you to know that's actually your story. Wow. So that's where that comes in. Where was it? Hard to read you. They were trying to read you throughout your childhood, whether it would be an appropriate time or not. And I feel like you could have had someone else in your family that was nudging and urging this person to tell you the truth, and they were unable to tell you. And this person was like, no, here's a perfect time. And they just kept not telling you, okay? And if you're older now, it's like for some of you, this person in particular, something's happened now where if you've confronted them or you're about to ask someone else in your family and they're just going to break down and tell you the whole truth. Okay? And they're going to say something like, I've been telling them to tell you for so long. Okay? So it could be if you have an aunt, a grandmother, a sibling, someone who's a feminine, I feel like, who knows, that may want to tell this truth, okay? And for others of you, it's like the whole family knows. They've all just been waiting for you to figure it out. For example, you could be someone who like is a total different nationality than the rest of your family, and they tried to hide it from you. And then as you got older, your looks or the way you are, it's just totally been exposed, right? So I don't know how that'll resonate for you, but you know who you are. Spirit's saying you literally know who you are. Quit denying it, okay? Come through, Spirit. You know who you are. And like there's certain people in your life, could even be coworkers, a community, everyone around you try to hide it from you. But this person, they're starting to feel bad, okay? If this is like a parent, like, so I feel like definitely for most of you, one of your parents is your biological parent, okay? Only for a few of you are you fully adopted by two parents. But for about 80% of you watching, it's going to be that one parent is your actual parent, okay? And this is the person that feels bad, but is not telling you the truth. And they're not going to, I feel like, until you fully call them out on it. Until you have the like DNA or the documentation of the proof, they're going to keep denying it, Spirit's saying, because they feel like they don't know how to tell you this truth. I feel like for some of you with hard to read you, they feel like you're going to completely walk away from them. But this is like your truth to know, right? Like, if you found this message, I'm sorry if you're going through this, because you deserve to know who you truly are. You deserve to know who your family lineage is. So networking with others is going to help you at this moment in time, because like I said, there's either other family members that want to tell you the truth, or for others of you, there could be companies, because we saw company or brand wants to work with you. So maybe literally you're going to get like a sponsorship or paid advertising with DNA, MyHeritage, something like this, a big company. But networking with other people. So for example, going to figure out your records, going to some type of courthouse. For others of you, actually connecting, reaching out to the FBI or the CIA is actually going to be what helps you figure this truth out. Okay, for some of you, it's like this truth is known by almost every single person in your immediate environment. Even could be like neighbors know. And everyone was paid off to hide this from you as well. That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, people were paid off to hide the truth from you. And it's like people could be actually like living in your destiny, okay? So for example, if you have siblings that know your biological parent was someone very successful, they're trying to live off your success without you knowing. So whether that has to do with a bank account, a trust fund, anything like that, actual just material wealth or possessions or abundance left behind, there could be up to a whole community trying to live off of your success unbeknownst to you. And if that's the case and your parents passed away, that's why this is coming out, because your parent cannot stand it anymore. This remote viewing, I'm seeing it as two ways. First of all, if you have a parent who's passed on and you don't even know they're your biological parent, they remote viewing you from heaven, okay? And they're like, enough is enough, okay? And for others of you, your actual family member that lied to you is remote viewing you so that they want to be 10 steps ahead of you to figure out as soon as you get that documentation, as soon as you get that phone call, as soon as you get that letter, they're trying to hide it. So some of you may have already done DNA research, or you're already in the process of it. I think there's many sites you guys can check out. Spirit's saying to be quiet, just do it on your own, okay? Because you know that this person, if they've lied to you your entire life about it, they're going to continue to lie to you. Okay? For others of you, you could believe an aunt or an uncle is your aunt or uncle, and they could actually be your biological mother or father. That could be the case as well. Like, for example, if you know that your mother is, like, say, a middle child, it could have been someone younger than them had you, but they weren't able to take responsibility, so then someone decided it was better if they adopted you. And for others of you, it's like someone's remote viewing you because they know you're meant to receive a phone call from like a probate lawyer, insurance company. Whoo! Okay, I feel like for some of you, someone tried to hide your mail. They could have registered mail to their house, but it's actually meant for you. And they could have people trying to hack your mail. Okay, maybe you've reported this already. And for others of you, like I said, this could be someone remote viewing. If this isn't a parent who's passed on, this is like an ancestor, okay? Remote viewing from heaven. Looking down like, this isn't going to go on any longer, okay? If you found this message today, Spirit wants this truth to come out. It's almost like enough is enough. So I just hear a plane going by. For some of you, you are literally from a different part of the world. For example, if you were born and raised, you think in North America, you could actually be from Europe. We did have Essex come out there. So some of you like the UK. Russia could be of significance. For others of you, like you could have been adopted, right? Throughout some type of moment in a different country. And it's like they tried to hide that. Wow. So a family member is missing you a lot right now. I feel like you could start to reject family members for some of you because you know that they're hiding this truth from you. Spirit's saying to start asking, okay? Whoever you are, you have the gift of discernment. If you're resonating with this message, you are going to straight up be able to know by the look on their face or the tone of their voice if they're telling you the truth or not. And so if you've already kind of tried to approach people and this is how you're resonating with this reading and this is your confirmation, it's like Spirit is literally trying to let you know that there's people that miss you already because they know that you're cutting them off for good or you're walking away from them for good. So a family member is missing you right now. And for others of you, this could be someone who is passed on, okay? This person's missing you. They could be regretting the fact that they never had a relationship with you. Okay, so for some of you, yeah, if you had a mother or father who never fully took, I really just get this story, whoever your parent was that like hid it from you, maybe they intentionally did it because they knew this person didn't want to be in your life. But now it's like this person, regardless if they're either among us or not, it's like they're having regrets for not choosing to be in your life. For watching you grow up the way you did without them or believing that another person was your parent. Like if you have an adoptive mother and your mother is still alive today, they're in regret for not raising you, for watching another woman take care of you. And vice versa. It could be a father as well, okay? Could be that you were raised by another man thinking that that was your dad, but in reality your dad is raising 2 other kids or no kids and in regret for not being a part of your life. So this message goes pretty heavy. For others of you, it's like I said, people are starting to regret how they treated you because they know once you walk away, they're going to have nothing to do but miss you for not telling you the truth. So wow, the scales are being balanced. Things are about to be balanced out on a karmic scale. The shift in the energy needs to occur, okay? So whoever's been not telling you the truth, maybe there could be so much tension between you right now. This person could have intentionally tried to cut you out of their life as well. This was also done so they didn't have to explain the truth. Okay, they thought it was easier. Thank you so much for the donation. They thought it was easier to lie and to call you some type of thing in order to walk away. I just heard in the middle of the night. So for some of you, this is like someone could have literally left you at a doorstep in the middle of the night too. That won't be for everyone, but it's like either someone just had a one-night stand with someone, and so this person didn't want to be in your life. And for others of you, you could have just totally been abandoned as a kid as well. You could have 2 adoptive family members. Wow, so money, a lot of you guys, the whole reason that this is coming up is because your spirit guides or your ancestors need you to know that they left you something and that other people could be using it or spending it or hiding it from you. If they're not spending it, they're just straight up hiding it from you. Total other bank account, yes or no, it says. So this is you guys right now. You could be saying to this family member, you going to tell me the truth, yes or no? Because Spirit doesn't want you to give up until you find your own truth. And like I said, like, if you're someone who always is in a job for just a couple years and all of a sudden you don't have that job anymore, it's being done because there could be people in your immediate environments that your family ends up reaching out to and telling the truth to, okay? Like, hey, collective was adopted. Or, hey, collective, that's actually not their last name, or that's not their social security number. Like, I hid it from them, okay? And so, yes or no, I feel like this is you guys. And also, this could be government officials. Possibly, too, whoever, like, lied to you, if this resonates and you know that things aren't adding up in your childhood, they could be approaching the parent who orchestrated all this, right? And this is why this person, it says, too smooth with their words. Wow. So you could be from Ohio. You could originally be from Ohio. We've got manager. You could be a manager, or there could be a manager at your place of work that knew the truth. So it says it's time to let go of past traumas. You're being given the extra strength right now to heal all your past hurts and traumas at this time. Trust their guidance. So for some of you guys, this could definitely be doing with someone who, for example, they could have been an SA victim. So maybe you were adopted through, someone could have gave you up because they had gotten pregnant in a very unfortunate circumstance, right? So for example, if this wasn't your biological mother and you grew up with someone else as your mother, it's like they didn't intentionally do it, but they felt like they couldn't carry the burden of having a child after what they went through, okay? For some of you, that's the story. And so your adoptive parent could have a hard time telling you that truth, whether that was the father or the mother. I feel like for a lot of people, this could have been a mother who gave you up for adoption. So yeah, it's time to let go of the past. Whoever you are, Spirit's just saying to forgive this person when they do tell you the truth, if they do. Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing this person is going to try and take it and fully lie about it for the rest of your life. For others of you, they're just worried about you judging them harshly. Okay? And especially, too, if they were hiding some type of bank account from you, inheritance, or if this isn't actually like a bank account or anything, this could just be like material possessions, right? Like something that this person, if your mother wasn't your mother, this could have definitely been someone who left you like little items to let you know that they were your true parent. I'm hearing like a pair of ballerina shoes. For some of you, your parent could have been a famous dancer, like Broadway, okay? Something like that. So New York could be of significance for some of you. We've also got Ohio. For some of you, though, it's like this person, if you're finding out your mother isn't your mother, wow. This is definitely a story of you guys finding this on social media somehow, relating to someone else's story, or just putting the dots together in some type of way. Maybe the rest of your family's on your social media and you're starting to realize you don't have anything in common with them. You don't look like them, okay? However this resonates. For others of you, you're going to reconnect with one of your siblings or your parent on social media. This is going to be what breaks through. So this could be a sibling or an actual parent. Wow. So yeah, I feel like this, if you guys are resonating, yes or no is just where you're at. Like, to the parent, right? Because I feel like for most of you, you have one parent who is your actual biological parent, but the other person was adopted in or asked to pretend to grow up to believe that they were. And if this isn't your message, I'm going to keep saying it. Please don't make it resonate, because this is heavy. Okay, this is heavy. But yeah, something about a manager. You could be a manager at a business, at a restaurant, at a company, at a real estate company. For others of you, this could be a manager who knows the truth around you. Manager at your job. A manager of a sports team. A manager of a grocery store. Someone could know the truth. Manager of a company though, okay? Works remotely is here. So someone who works remotely could be someone who knows, or you could work remotely. And this could be your message. So yeah, the scales are being balanced. Remote viewing. Family members missing you. Networking with others will be the biggest way to help you grow though. Spirit wants you to know. If you just keep these thoughts to yourself and you're only watching tarot, but you're not doing the actual research to find out the truth, Spirit's saying you're gonna never know, right? You need to do the research needed to figure out the truth. Now, like I said though, this person's gonna gaslight you. They could tell you all sorts of things to throw you off, right? They could tell you anything to throw you off, that you need counseling, that you need to forget about it. Anything they can to throw you off. So if you found this message and you know, and also too, I feel like if you're not able to find any photos of you from a certain age or being born, or there's no records of you anywhere, that is probably what's going to initially tip you off. Or if you're watching this, you already went through this process, so you know. So yeah, where's that one message? You know who you are. Some of you guys are meant to be living a whole different life though. You're meant to be in a very good place. 1101 right now, 111. So you could connect with tarot, angel numbers. All this could be for a reason, especially if you have a parent who's on the other side. This person could be the one who's connecting with you, whether you realize that or not. Saying like, enough's enough. It's time for you to know the truth of who you truly are. Like for some of you, especially with Essex coming through, United Kingdom, you could be someone who was born into the royal bloodline. And you could have been raised in poverty. Okay? And for others of you, it's like you could be someone who is meant to be in a much better position, but your whole life you've been outcasted or ridiculed so that you never figured out the truth as to who you were. There's some type of talent that you have that others do not have in your family, but this person who was your actual biological parent has. Okay? So whether this has to do with speaking, writing, creative, some type, you could play an instrument, something to do with guitar possibly for some of you guys. Plays an instrument came out earlier. So wow, if someone didn't leave you actual money, someone could have left you a collection of guitars or a guitar or a saxophone, some type of instrument, and you were never gifted it. That's because people knew you would start asking questions, or the specific parents knew that you would start asking questions. Body shape, all of it. So for some of you, your body shape is completely different, or your appearance from the rest of your family. So this could have been a giveaway as well. Some of you are meant to be born into the church, okay? This could have even been some type of church scandal. So gospel's here for some of you. You have an amazing voice. Wow. Works at a law firm. So your family member, they try to cover their bearings by paying someone at a law firm to cover up the truth. So they could have had a lawyer, a court official, anyone like that try to change documents to change that from you knowing the truth. This person could drive a red or brown SUV or truck, or someone could be following you around in that, keeping tabs on you. New opportunities are coming in for you guys though. So yeah, someone at a law firm knows the truth, whether this is someone you know or someone that was paid to hide this from you. And if it's not like an actual inheritance, it's like the adoption papers have been hidden from you. They could be vaulted somewhere. Maybe one of your parents paid someone to hide it forever, to change your name, to change your place of birth. So this could even be where the FBI, CIA comes in. Maybe the government knew based on the situation. Maybe they thought it was better to hide the truth. It says in the next few days. So in the next few days, someone could approach you and let you know something about your case or about your story. Okay, so for some of you, you're about to figure out your last name's different or your place of birth is different. Okay, like you could be, for example, what you thought born in a specific spot and you were born in a whole different state, country, city, different hospital and everything. Maybe as well too, like you're going to notice something doesn't match up. So yeah, an unexpected blessing is coming your way. I feel like for some of you, this just has to do with you figuring out the truth. And in reality, some of you are about to figure out that your parent is still living. Wow. I'm shuffling and look at, you know who you are. So this is someone's confirmation. Hello. So yeah, someone wants to say hello, whether this is someone from the other side or this is literally a parent who's living, okay? Someone wants to reconnect with you. It said a family member misses you a lot right now. So as well, I think as redemption, one of your family members may come forward and tell you the truth because they know the truth. And you're going to know, I just came to say hello. So this is it. You know who you are, okay? Some of you guys are literally someone well known, or you will be. Like this could be something that's literally, if you tuned into my reading earlier, you're meant to be a star. Like you have a fan club. This could be because there's a group of people that already know. Okay, that you are meant to be living a different life. Some of you guys, like I said, you could, for example, if your mother is your mother, you could have had your mother have a one-night stand with someone in a band. Okay, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, however you resonate, depending on what age you are, this person could have had a one-night stand with your parents, and they could have actually hid who you truly were. So yeah, if this person's still living, maybe they just didn't want to take accountability because they were the type that was constantly having one-night stands. Maybe you weren't the only like love child. Okay, so for some of you, that's the case. But only take it if it resonates, okay? If it doesn't resonate, please don't make it fit, y'all. But yeah, for some of you too, like your mom or dad, whoever this is, could have had you really young, right? I feel like for a lot of you, though, this could be a father because unless your mother gave you up for adoption, then it was your father. Okay, so you know who you are and you're about to uncover some type of truth. We had social media. So networking right now, okay? Time to click on social media. If you need to do a DNA test with someone, you need to reach out to them. Okay, because you're never going to know the truth until you reach out to them. United States. Some of you guys, I don't know where you were born, but you're actually born in the United States. Okay? Something about your eyes. So you and this parent that aren't in contact, you have the same eyes. I had body shape before all of it, so it could be your body shape. And for others of you, it's like your eyes or like your jawline, something to do with that. That could be of significance. Aw. So it says heavenly divine. So if you have a parent who is on the other side, this person came through, okay? They wanted you to know how heavenly divine you are and how significant your bloodline is. Okay? For some of you, you could have had a parent who passed in an accident, okay? Or something. So they could have hid it from you for what they thought was the right reasons, right? But really, in reality, they hid from you your lineage, your truth. And I feel like whoever this parent is at this point definitely would have regrets. But it doesn't look like they've come forward and told you the truth either. It's like they're trying to hide how amazing you guys are. If you resonate with this, you are heavenly divine, y'all. You guys are meant to feel some type of inspiration as well once you figure out this truth. You know who you are. If you're resonating with this, your whole life is going to make sense once you figure this truth out. Like why you could have been rejected in the past by your family, why you could have had a difficult life, why you could have a lot of memories that are like missing. It's almost like there's holes in your story, right? There's parts of your story that don't match up, or from what you remember to from what your parents saying, it's not the same. Okay, you could be someone who has an amazing memory, and you could have been gaslit by this parent to think you didn't know what you were talking about, right? If that's the case, like, I feel like some of you, this won't resonate for everyone, but for some of you, if it was a parent that told you or decided for you this person couldn't be in your life, they could have tried to come back around, and you could have memories of it, okay? That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, it's like you could have grown up. Fire sign feminine could be a significance. You could be a fire sign feminine resonating with this, or this could have been a fire sign mother that was either in your life or walked away from your life, okay? Take it how it resonates, but there's a fire sign in the midst, or a fire sign knows the truth. We've got jealous feminine. So yeah, someone who doesn't believe in a higher power, they decided to essentially play God in your life and to hide the truth from you. They didn't want you to know who your parent was. This could also be a fire sign sibling. Maybe you guys have a fire sign feminine sibling you're about to reconnect with. London. So yeah, some of you guys could definitely be from the UK. It says lost their job for lying on you. So if someone in your life, in your family or around you lied on you, they lost their job for that. Maybe they tried to take something from you. Maybe they knew the truth of who you were, and they could have got approached by the FBI, CIA, and they just told everyone, okay, this is what's happening. 11/11, y'all. So maybe one of your parents tried to convince someone in your neighborhood, your environment, at your job, hey, keep this hidden and I'll pay you off. And they could have told someone, hey, I figured out they're actually... But they could have, too late, okay? That won't resonate for everyone. But for some of you as well, this could have been a friend. But I really get this as like a family member as well. Could have lied. Lost their job for lying on you. Hates you because they ain't you. So whoever did this, they took the bribe because they figured out if you're someone like special's child, they took the bribe. They didn't want you to know. They felt like you didn't deserve to know that. Right? If collective doesn't know that so-and-so is their parent their entire life, why would I tell them now? I'll just take the money, okay? So if that's the case, someone could have lost their job for that. Could have been someone who's in the government, okay? That when you asked or you approached, or maybe if you filled out your taxes, this person knew that you weren't, okay? And they could have lost their job for that. For others of you, it's like someone knew that wasn't your family member and they hid it from you. Well, new job incoming is the top of the deck there, okay? If also, too, if you're the person who lost your job, this person could have taken a bribe because maybe you started to figure out who you were, okay? So for some of you, that's the case. That won't be for everyone. Don't make it fit. Lives by the beach. It's in reverse, though, so you could not live by the beach, but you're meant to. Some of you guys are actually meant to live in like a very warm destination, and you could live in the opposite, okay? So this parent could have taken you far away from where you're meant to be, and you could have been living a way different life from what you're meant to live. Asking if they approve, block this. Okay, so I feel like this parent who isn't in your life is meant to be in your life. If they're still around, they tried to ask a parent to come back in your life and they said no, and then they just hid it. Okay, any more messages? This is pretty deep. I have New York again, so you could be from New York, or originally maybe you were born in New York and you don't know this. Okay? Something to do with UK came up a lot. London, Essex, New York. Okay, so you could be from any of those places. I just heard as well, for some of you, it could be like you were taken from somewhere in New York. So maybe if your parents from somewhere else, you could have been born in New York and then they just took you somewhere else. So Midas Miser. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delights in one's riches. So for some of you, you have this uncanny ability to be creative and invent things, okay? And maybe the rest of your family does not. For others of you, if you had an inheritance or anything stolen from you, this is why you have an uncanny ability to create on your own, because you had something taken from you. But yeah, things will be recovered. Things will be returned to you. And anyone who was involved in lying on you or setting you up, that could be who lost their job. So monk nuns in reverse. So some of you, it's like there could be someone in the church that knows the truth of who you are, or you could have been from an adoption agency by a church, and they actually have the original records. Come through, Spirit. Some of you, your original records are through an adoption agency that's run by a group of nuns or a group of monks, depending where you are in the world. Negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. Okay, so for some of you, someone could have been hiding the fact that you, like I said, have like a royal bloodline or royal lineage. Okay, you're meant to inherit some type of land as well. This could be the case. It's like a land deed, material possessions in some type. And this was all hidden from not only a parent, but it looks like an agency. Either government or church. Or both. Guide came through. Okay, so for some of you, represents the nature of divine in life and oneself. If you are super believing in spirituality and tarot, and you are a reader yourself, or you are some type of leader in the church or anything like that, you are meant to do this to discover your own truth. That was the sole purpose for everything. For you to figure out and uncover who you were and how it was hidden from you. Wild, y'all. So if you resonate with this, it's a heavy message. Don't make it fit if it doesn't, okay? So final outcome, I just want to see for you guys, what should be your next steps? What does Spirit want you to know? What's going to be the best path moving forward? Biggest thing I'm hearing is just like trust your intuition, okay? And if you know the parent's going to keep gaslighting you to not tell you the truth, then keep moving forward on your own. Don't ask for anyone else's opinions and advice. Y'all are owed an inheritance. Look at, did you just see that flip out? Ace of Pentacles. You guys are meant to be living a lavish life. Look at that. That's a gift of abundance. So whoever this parent is that's not in your life is gifting you something or left you a gift and it's been hidden. Look at that. And if there's a group of people that know about this, they could have all tried to get a handout from it. That could be what the FBI, CIA knows as well, that someone could have left you a gift and that other people tried to take it from you. Wow. And they could have paid so many people off. Like I said, it could have even been people in your job, people in your neighborhood, friends, exes. Okay, so this could have been a parent left you this or a grandparent that you don't know about. Magician reverse. So your whole life as well, they tried to make you not know about it. Magician or reverse is like black magic, betrayal, deceit, lies, illusions. Okay, so someone kept casting illusions your whole life. Like I said, I really get the vibe for some of you. Someone tried to make you think your life was just, it is what it is. Okay, but it's not. This is the justice coming in. The justice system could be coming in too. They could know the truth. And maybe they were waiting for you to figure it out or to confirm that you were the person they knew you to be, okay? Because for some of you, maybe it's been so far gone, they didn't know if you truly were the adopted child, okay? Wow. So, yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone tried to hide a gift or a blessing that was left to you. But it's coming to you. Ace of Pentacles. Also as well, if you've been guided to check out this reading, or you've just had this intuition, regardless if you're a reader or not, right? Like everyone has natural ability and intuition. It's like this, when you're walking one way, you're driving even someday, and something tells you, oh, don't take that way, go the other way. That's your intuition, okay? So whoever you are, if you were guided to ever ask a parent about the idea of being adopted, Divine wants you to know it wasn't for no reason. When you know your family's lineage and all the proof's there and you can back it, you would never question it, right? So whoever you are too, make sure you're doing the research, okay? Don't just go off a whim, but for a lot of you, this whole intuition happened because you aren't who you say you are. For some of you, there could be someone in your life who knew that, though. It could have been a group of people, okay? And if not, it could have just been one person. They could be the one who's going to tell you the truth. Maybe they feel bad about it, too. I feel like, too, someone in your life could have told your story to you as a friend as well. If this wasn't your parent saying, like, oh, I didn't know who my mother or father was till I was 20. This could have been someone you knew who was like, oh, I actually was adopted or this and that. They were actually telling you your story, okay? They wanted you to catch on to the truth without them telling you, okay? So for some of you, this person was meant to bring the truth to you. This could have been a government official that was placed in your immediate environment. So if this was a career, place you were working at, this is someone who was supposed to bring you this, knowing this information. For others of you, this is where people are now getting involved, like FBI, CIA, however you resonate, wherever it is in your country, like the higher ups. Because someone could have been sent in to tell you the truth and they didn't. They took the payout from your parent. You can have an earth sign parent that did this to you. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be a masculine. Could also be a feminine, but it is a masculine on the card, okay? So that could be the person that was paying people off. Magician in reverse to keep the secret. For some of you, they're paying people off with your money or your blessing. Wild. That won't be for everyone, but yeah, for a lot of you, if this isn't a gift of a trust fund or an inheritance, it's an actual gift of like something that connects you to your lineage. So it could be jewelry, it could be land, it could be a collection of something. There's something that wasn't gifted to you that's meant to be gifted to you, and other people have it, or if not, this person has it. But I'm hearing too, if this person tried really hard to hide it, it could be multiple people have it. It's given out to a community to act like it was given to you, but in reality, it's been given to everyone but you. So if you resonate with this message, you guys, you were meant to see this. If you always questioned it and you knew the truth, you were meant to see this, okay? You were meant to see this. Because Spirit wanted you to know the truth. Wow, I can't believe that too, eh? Ace of Pentacles, the first foot out. Look at that. That's a gift. So Spirit's saying, get ready, put your hand out, get ready to receive. Half the battle is you uncovering it, you starting to do the details, the digging. Okay, if you've already done the ancestry test, for some of you, you're about to do a DNA test, ancestry test. It's going to go ding, 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 alert, like you're the missing child. Okay? Something like this as well. That's what's going to happen. Wild, wild. Okay, so for some of you, this is the gift that's going to come in. But yeah, this is the biggest message you need to know. If you all of a sudden were guided to start watching tarot or connecting with tarot in the last couple months, couple years, decade, Spirit was working you up to figure out the truth of who you were. And that's the whole reason you were meant to find this. What a beautiful thing, okay? Especially if your parents passed on. This could have been something they tried to hide for many years, decades even, your whole life. Like I said, for some of you, you could be in your 40s or 50s. And for others of you, if you're only in your 20s, just consider yourself more lucky, right? Because you'll have more time to either reconnect with this parent or to uncover the truth. But for some of you, you could be in your 40s or 50s. And that could be the most devastating thing, that the parent concealed it from you for that long, right? Not just 1 decade, not 2 decades, but maybe 3 or 4 or 5. And also, too, that's why Spirit's saying that's why it could have happened for so long, because they felt like the longer they held it off, the easier it got because they just kept getting it over on you, right? You never questioned it, but all of a sudden, one day you're about to send a call or you're about to show up at their house and say, hey, this doesn't match up. Or maybe for others of you, it's like spirit sent you to do something. So, wow, my eye just got itchy. For some of you, whoa, okay. Some of you, it could have been you needed a document for the eye doctor or for your medical or something like this. Maybe you needed your medical, wow, my whole eye just got itchy. Maybe you needed your whole medical record. Okay, for example, say you're in the States. You needed a medical record for your eye exams for your entire life. And then all of a sudden, it only dates back to so long, right? This is someone's message. This won't be for everyone. But then all of a sudden, the documents stop. From 20 years and younger, there's nothing. Or for others of you, it's on a different name, okay? And your doctor is going to let you know, or they're going to be stumped. They might be the ones letting the government know, hey, this doesn't match up. So if that's the case, this is the gift coming in, okay? Because someone figured out, or you're about to figure out. I just heard, oh, it's kind of crazy. So someone could be trying to tell you you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You weren't born anywhere else, okay? This could be a feminine, right? We've got 3 of Wands in reverse, fire sign, feminine. Injustice, though. This was done to you. Wow, the moon's in reverse. So that means any illusions that happened in the past are coming out. For some of you, you could have a Pisces parent. Feminine mother, masculine father, however it resonates. Could be a Pisces. You could be a Pisces as well, discovering this truth. So asking if they approve to block this. So for some of you, it's like your parent could have tried to come in your life. I'm hearing a few days after you're born, few months, few years, okay? And it was within the time you were like a few years old, okay? Under 5. And this parent said, nope, too bad, so sad. You said no, you didn't want to be a part of it. So when they asked to come back in your life, that's what blocked it. For others of you, if your mother gave you up for adoption, they asked to connect to the people that adopted you, right? And they were like, no, you already gave them away. It's too late. Especially if you had 2 parents adopt you or just 1, okay? That actual parent of yours, it's time to do the research because they could be really missing you. They could want to tell you the truth, or they could want to come forward and say, yeah, I sent letters, I sent some of you, this person could have sent cards, okay? I'm hearing postcards, mail, birthday cards. They could have sent money for school, okay? And this person tried to hide it from you for some of you guys, and you're about to figure that out. For others of you, there's something to do with eyes, because my one eye just got really irritated, and that's out of nowhere. So something to do with you guys are about to go, maybe you have bad vision and the rest of your family doesn't, okay? And for others of you, it's like you're about to go get some type of test on your eyes, and you're going to figure out that the records don't match. Final thing I just heard too, you could have a parent who struggled with their vision. So maybe that's why if they gave you up for adoption, they could be visually impaired in some type of way as well. 5 of Cups in reverse. So they felt like they were unfit to raise a child if they had a vision impairment. That won't be for everyone. Okay. Any final messages? We're going to close this out. But yeah, Spirit's saying keep doing your research. Okay? Don't give up on your truth, because there could be a whole community of people that try to hide it from you. So Ace of Swords in reverse. Someone tried to block this truth from ever coming out to you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could have done this to you as well. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your life actually knows the truth. This could be one of the government officials if you're not a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay, that was adopted. But if not, this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius government official that knew the truth and has tried to hide it from you. Or they worked with your family to block this from you. This could have been the court official. This could have been the lawyer as well, since we had works at a law firm. This could have been someone who was paid to hide this from you. Since my nails are orange in that for Halloween, for some of you, you may figure out the full details by Halloween of this year or next year. Okay, Spirit's saying for some of you, it may not be this quick as this Halloween if you haven't done any of the research. For others of you, it may be a following year from now. You're going to know the truth. So, wow. For those that resonate, it resonates. And if it doesn't, check out another message, y'all. So, yeah, guide. You were guided to this message for me to give you this confirmation, okay? This is someone's message. If anything I've said's remotely added up and you've always felt inclined to do the research yourself to make sure, what's the harm in knowing the truth, right? And also, too, you're going to know, because if anyone in your family denies wanting to get a DNA test with you, what would they have to hide if they're truly your family? Okay, so for some of you, like, for example, you could have asked another sibling or parent, can we do a DNA test together? And they gave you a hard time. Well, there's a red flag, right? If someone truly is your family member and you need that confirmation, that's your family. There should be no issues. Ever. Especially if it's a sibling or a parent. Priest. Wow. So like I said before, because we had monk and that's wild. Monk and nun came out, and here's priest. So for some of you guys, it's like there's a church that tried to hide this adoption. Maybe you're adopted through the church. Facilitate spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So as well, this is what you're meant to do as well. If you figure out the truth and this is your story, you may be meant to speak on this to other people, okay? To help them uncover some type of truth. Because this could really change not only your life, but other people's lives as well, right? Some people spend their whole life too afraid to do the research, even though they could have always questioned it. And you could be that one person in your lineage, your family. I'm hearing too, you could be a triplet or a twin. That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, you both were adopted. Or you and another sibling. But yeah. Violates the stress of your spiritual community. So for some of you, it says seduced by your own spiritual role. For some of you, it could have been a church member seduced a family member. So maybe this was really frowned upon as well. That won't be for everyone. But for some of you, it wasn't hidden from you for any bad reason. It was just because your parent didn't want you to know the truth, that they could have been taken advantage of in some type of way by a church member. That won't be for everyone. Teacher in reverse. Could have been a teacher that did this to them as well. Okay, so for example, your mother or father biologically could have been taken advantage of by a teacher. So this is why this was hidden as well. It's in reverse, so it says manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So literally, so for some of you, someone could have taken advantage of a family member, okay, a teacher. So that could have been why too as well, why it could have been hidden from you. And maybe this is why a parent didn't want to tell you that truth, if that's the story. And maybe that as well is why the government could have hid it. Because, for example, if it was a teacher-student, they could have literally gone to prison for doing that. Okay, so maybe that's why the FBI, CIA knows and it was hidden from you. Not necessarily to hurt you, but for you. Wow. For others of you, it was an artist. It was a musician, actor, actress, photographer, painter, someone creative. Okay, someone could be very well known as well. Expressing a dimension of life that is beyond the five senses. So if you, for example, are very creative, that could have been how you started to figure out some type of truth. Okay, and maybe this is why it was hidden from you. For some of you, you could be left a legacy from a family member who was creative. That won't be for everyone. But there could be people around you your entire life that knew the truth. So yeah, please only remember just to take what resonates, okay? If this is not your story, please do not make it fit. All right, final message, and I'm closing out. So teacher, priest, And musician, and I see engineer. So for some of you, like whoever this parent was in your life, there was someone very notable, okay? Very high up position. And you didn't know. You didn't know this person. They could have tried to be in your life, and maybe they were rejected from being in your life by your actual other parent, or for others of you, they were told by officials they weren't allowed to be in your life. Wow, so 9 of Cups, okay, another just flipped out. Wow, okay, so this could have been a water sign. You could be a water sign, or this could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Looks like a masculine, so for a lot of you, this was a father. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. For those that know it's a mother or both parents, you could add an earth sign mother and water sign father, y'all. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, look out, it's a feminine. And because they're both in reverse, for those that know they were adopted by 2 family members or 2 different people, these are your original parents, okay? Or it could be your biological parents, take it how, or adopted parents, take it how it fits. But I feel like for a lot of you, these are your biological family members. Water sign, masculine, earth sign, feminine. 9 of Cups is in reverse. So whoever did this to you, they ultimately betrayed you from having a life of happiness. And also the parent that didn't get to have you in their life. They took away their ultimate wish fulfillment, which was to have a family or to have loving family. You could have felt like you never truly belonged in your family. Like there was always a lack of love in your family. And look at that, especially if you're feminine. Okay? With this here, 9 of Wands, you could feel like you're on your own journey now, a path of self-discovery. And you're meant to do this. Wow. So yeah, very interesting. Whoever you are, just know that the truth eventually, if you seek it, will come out, okay? And of course, please, if this isn't your story and you have no facts to go on, do not make it fit, okay? But if you feel like this resonates for you guys, definitely go ahead and find out your truth. And just remember, this is only for those who know that one of your parents you did not know, or both your parents, or you could also know you're adopted. Maybe this is something that is out in the open for you and you've just been on a search to find who your true adoptive family is. Maybe it's something that was hidden from you previously. However it resonates, if you know you're adopted, you will find the results you're looking for, but it's about doing your research, right? So doing an ancestry test. I feel like though you have a family member in your midst that wants to help you figure this truth out. So someone's going to help you. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. 777 on the reading. You could be born in July or the 7th day of the month, or 87, 77, 97, however resonates, okay? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please do not make it your story if it's not your story. Remember, these are for entertainment purposes and guidance only. But of course, this is just what came out in the cards. So if you resonate, I hope it can fit for you. And if not, if you have 2 loving parents and you know they're your parents, then leave it be, y'all. Have a good night, okay? Bye.